Good morning, everybody. I think it's probably about 7:30 in the morning. Why don't I just look before I start the recording? I think I've said several times in some of these brief videos I've been posting that are basically a diary. Sometimes the only point, really. Well, the excuse is, in a certain sense, on a certain level, I always try to be interesting to watch and listen to, speaking extemporaneously on any subject. I try to be fascinating. A skill I learned in childhood, as it was easier than learning to shut the fuck up. So that excuses most of these random, short, unfocused diary-style videos I've been posting. For my purposes, tend to make me making these videos and moving forward and posting them basically as a rule. Because if I just start throwing them out, then this won't work. Making and posting these videos, I guess reminds me, I think of myself as a public figure, as answerable to ideas about image, the artist as himself a work of art. In any case, I don't know that they ever actually make me feel better when I'm sick and sometimes depressed and sometimes just demoralized. It sure feels like they make me feel better making these videos. I'm the kind of guy, depending on the person and the context, if I'm feeling too sick or too depressed, mismedicated, like I said, demoralized to get up and get shit done, somebody I know walks into the room, the live dialogue with another person, depending on who that person is, will either inspire me to get my shit together, do my best to act like nothing's wrong, soldier on, man up in the moment, or depending on the person, it'll inspire me to be a whiny little bitch. At times in my life, verbally abusive, I must admit. Yeah, I was trying to think whether I tend to show bad character in this kind of context only to women. Yeah, it's true that if it's a male friend walks into the room, asks me why the fuck I'm still laying down, I'll tend to just get up and be tough. I suppose it's common for a man to somehow, somewhere along the way, get the idea in his head that it's okay to show weakness in the form of bad character to a woman he's sleeping with, or female members of family, girlfriends, wives, moms, daughters, sisters. They're the people who inspire me to strength, also the people who inspire me to weakness. In any case, not having any friends here live to interact with at all, well, I don't know. Making these videos, I have collapsed and had moments of weakness. Some, those I've allowed myself to just delete and not post a couple times. yesterday when I was feeling really ill. At one point, I just blew up. I spent about 4 minutes yelling and making threats. Where the fuck are you, my peoples in Mississippi? Why aren't you stepping up? You'd think, as old as I am, and in moments like this particular morning, as old as I also appear to be, you'd think I'd be wise in the ways of men in the world, at least to the extent that's necessary to remember. Your larger acquaintance, your circles of friends and associates are ignoring you in a time of need. You're not going to get more out of them by threatening to like punch them or, making the kind of dire threats that anyone with a brain just reads as reflecting poorly on your state of mind rather than anything that could ever actually lead to you doing damage to anyone. Certainly gives people even more cause to just ignore you in your time of need. Step up and help me or I'll fucking kill you? Yeah. No, man. Anyway, I've made a couple of those videos. Deleted them. Probably the neighbors heard me yelling. Thought I was on the phone. Yeah. Yeah, so I did manage to get through the night breathing easier last night. I've quit smoking entirely. I think I've joked about not having any weed to smoke, but I've also quit smoking tobacco now. I think that helped a good deal last night. I did wake up very short of breath at about 5:15. Decided to take a double dose of caffeine pills on an empty stomach. A couple of vitamins that normally make me nauseous on an empty stomach also, thinking that would bolster and galvanize me into being all excited and giddy and happy to jump up and get dressed and go to the grocery store and spend my last $10 on food. No, I was just lying down feeling nauseous right before I hit record because I did that shit on an empty stomach, drinking a whole bunch of water even. Whoops. It's like I don't mind getting old. I like the challenges involved in middle age creeping towards eventual inevitable dissolution. I like the fear, the loathing, the constant nagging at an ever-increasing volume of the second law of thermodynamics. I like it. It's a little mean. A lot of things are in God's creation. One thing that happens is I do have some complicated health problems and weird mental health issues. I gotta medicate very carefully too. But I'm 52. I was born in 1971. Your sense for your physical capacity for increased or excess efforts all around, your sense for what your body can do when you push it, always lags 5 or 10 years behind the actuality. It should be like, driving an old fucked up car. And in a lot of ways it is. You're the only one who knows really what your body can do and what it needs to get it done. What you'll get out of yourself battering yourself into second wind territory, or what Aleister Crowley called third wind. But yet somehow you're just, it's because you were used to being there all along, and so your sense for what your body can do is just out of date a little bit at all times. This thing I do as a writer where I'll tell somebody I can have it by Friday. I end up having it by the following Monday. That's exactly what the physical impairments and issues caused by creeping middle age do when interacting with your sense for your own capabilities, what you can make yourself do out of sheer willpower. I mean, 7 or 8 years ago. Well, actually, I was really ill and taking a lot of pain drugs 7 or 8 years ago. I'm way ahead of there, but there's a not long ago, relative to my age and my own timeline. Rolling out of bed and taking a whole bunch of stimulants on an empty stomach to get myself going to go to the store to get the food that I should have. I mean, no, I should have gotten up, drunk a whole bunch of water. And as far as taking stimulants before I went to the store to get food, I should have just sucked it up and gone to get the food and ate food first. And then just not extra caffeine, man. You're fucking old. You can take speed. You can take caffeine. You can take vitamins to galvanize yourself into a day's work. You try to get 3 days work out of a morning by doubling or tripling the doses of all those stimulating supplements. Pretty good chance you're going to end up lying on the couch overwhelmed with nausea, thinking like, why didn't I at least drink a lot of water? My stomach is old on the inside, like my mind, my heart. So yeah, I was lying here feeling sick and overwhelmed with nausea because that was a bad plan. Stores are open now. Started making this video to make myself get up and go do it. The part where I go get food with my last few dollars. Yeah. Thanks for listening. If you are one of my, I think, not 9 subscribers, watches these videos. I don't know how many of you, in the videos that are personal diary bullshit like this, that I tend to telegraph with the titles, descriptions, that they don't have any real interest for anyone but me. I apologize for wasting your time. But thanks for listening to me. And hopefully this positive energy and attitude you see me trying to fake until I make it, as it were. It's going to extend beyond the end of this video I'm making. Get me up on my feet. Maybe I'll shave. Get dressed and get out to the store and eat something so that this stomachache I gave myself, trying to dope myself into going to the store, can be addressed with the food with which I should have addressed it. And myself, largely speaking, first. Yeah, 52 is no age to be sick. And try to just go on an empty stomach in the morning like you're tough, like you're 20. Yeah, good fucking luck. Good luck, man, with that one. When I hit record, I actually had it in mind I might talk about a movie I just started watching, 80s movie. Whoops. I guess I'll get to that later. Thanks for your attention. See you guys soon.